The night was too still for sound, yet the air carried a low hum, like someone whispering just beneath the waves. Ethan, the sound engineer, lifted his recorder closer to the dark lake, every instinct warning him to stop. But curiosity won. Through his headphones came faint voices, calling softly, "Come closer." Ethan, his breath froze. No one else knew he'd be there that night. When dawn broke, only his recorder remained on the shore, playing the same whisper on loop. By morning, the town awoke to rumors, another one taken by the Blackwater. The locals shook their heads, muttering old warnings. The lake doesn't forget a name once it's spoken. They came for answers, not ghosts. A team of 4 documentary filmmakers arrived at Blackwater Lake with high-end cameras and brave smiles. But the silence of the town unnerved them. Locals refused to talk, except for one old woman who spoke of a drowned village beneath the water. "It rings," she said. "The bell of St. Jude's Church, every night." That midnight, they heard it too, the muffled toll of a bell deep under the lake. On the sonar, a faint outline appeared, an entire town resting beneath the surface, waiting. The next night, the team reviewed the recordings, stunned to hear faint names in the static, each name belonging to one of them. "It's interference," Liam said, trying to mask the fear in his voice. But when the voice whispered his late mother's tone saying, "Come home, Liam," he froze. The sound grew clearer, closer, as if something beneath the water was learning their language, learning their voices. No one dared to speak their names again, afraid the lake would remember them. Sheriff Cole had lived by the lake his whole life and carried its curse like a scar. When the team confronted him, he refused to answer until he saw the footage, the bell ringing underwater, the voices calling. His hands trembled. "You shouldn't have come," he said. "Every 10 years, the lake takes one. It keeps the rest of us safe." The sheriff revealed his secret. His daughter was the last offering. Her laughter still echoed across the water on stormy nights. He begged them to leave before the cycle began again, but it was too late. The voices had already chosen. The divers went down, searching for the truth under the black surface. The water thickened with silt and whispers. When their lights caught something shiny, they found not treasure, but a mirror-like patch beneath the lake bed. It reflected them all, only their faces were pale, lifeless, their eyes open and pleading. One diver tried to touch the reflection. The surface rippled, and his air bubbles turned black. On the boat, the others heard his final scream before the comms went silent. Later, the footage showed his reflection still moving long after he was gone. Hours after they buried his empty suit, someone knocked on the cabin door. It was him, Thomas, the missing diver, soaking wet, eyes dark, voice hollow. "The water's rising," he murmured. But when he spoke again, it wasn't his voice. It was the voice from the recordings. He began whispering each of their names, one by one, in perfect imitation. They tied him up, but the ropes loosened on their own, soaked through. By dawn, he was gone again, and so was one more of them. Rain poured without end. The lake rose, flooding roads, swallowing fields. The town's sirens blared, but no one could stop what was coming. The drowned village beneath had awakened. Through the mist, figures walked out of the lake, wet, gray, and whispering. Sheriff Cole tried to burn the pier, but the fire wouldn't take. The bell rang again, louder this time, from everywhere at once. The flood carried screams through every street. No one remembered what the old woman said. "When the lake comes for breath, it takes the living first." The camera was still recording when the water reached the last survivor. Her voice trembled as she spoke. "If you find this, don't go near Blackwater. Don't even say its name." Static cut through her sobs, followed by faint laughter, then silence. Minutes later, the recorder clicked back on by itself. A new voice whispered through the static, calm and chilling. "We remember you now." The tape ended, leaving only the sound of water lapping against the ruins of a town that no longer existed.